All right, we're going to try this one more time after I take out my retainer. It's hot. Um, this is the third time I'm trying to post this video. The first time I sounded like a derelict. The second time I just watched it and the video and my voice didn't really match up, so that's weird. So we're going to try this again. Apparently everything sucks when Maggie's not here. Truth. Okay, so I asked in Randall's Readers for people to post some questions that they had for me, and I'm just going to answer those. I did have them all queued up before I saw that this video sucked. So here we go. Sarah Underwood asked, will you jump on a plane and come to New Zealand to do a signing for all your wonderful readers here? I'd love to. Send me a ticket. No immediate plans to go down under in that fashion right now, but you're welcome to come stay with me too. My door is always open. Ask Mags. All right, I'm going to save this question for last. Laura Wilson, what's your favorite genre to read? I like reading contemporary romance and contemporary fiction, and mainly by indie authors at this point because I like to read all the books that my friends write, and that takes up a lot of time. And in contemporary fiction, you can satisfy lots of different tastes: mystery, suspense, thriller, romance, all kinds of stuff. So, oh, Francine, how are you doing since your soul sister went home? Um, Shitty. Okay, just for a little context, Maggie and I spent the weekend together for the Boston Authors event, and a week later, she was at my door. Um, I'm kind of going through a lot of stuff personally right now, and she just jumped on a friggin' plane and flew to Massachusetts to come spend time with me and sort of kind of take care of me emotionally, I guess, because I just needed that. And um, so I will say that I hope for everyone who's watching this that in their life they get to have a friend like Maggie, because there's no judgment, um, and it's just pure affectionate friendship. Um, and I feel very lucky that we not only kind of accidentally found each other, but that she um, really values me enough as a friend and as a person to, sort of reach out. I didn't plan on crying, Jesus. Um, to reach out just and take care of me. Um, it's hard, when you're a mom to find someone that's going to take care of you, and she did. And it's not like she has nothing going on in her life either, but she just kind of dropped everything and came to be with me. So the short answer is it sucks that she's gone, but it's not, we talk every single day on the computer and on the phone and in text message, so that's good. But our geography situation sucks, and I'll see her again in like a month, but I wish it was like today, because I just kind of feel better when she's around. So, Jesus, I'm sorry. This was not the plan for this conversation, and I didn't cry this much the second time I shot this video. Alright, so we're going to move on to question number 4. Was that it? Oh no, Danielle. When did you realize writing was a passion and not just a hobby? It's always been a passion. Um, writing itself has always been a passion. I didn't know that I would ever write fiction. I wrote poetry and wrote that my whole life. That was my go-to. Anytime I could take a poetry class in college, I would. Anytime an English class at a poetry assignment, I aced it. I figured I would just kind of write poetry forever, and someday someone would find my journals, and that would be it. When I wrote 10 Days of Perfect, that's when I realized that I wanted to like do this, that I wanted to do this writing thing. And it's been working out okay so far. This week hasn't really been that productive creatively, but I've been doing lots of other things, preparing for In the Stillness, um, its release, and doing some beta reading for an author friend. So that kind of keeps me busy, but allows me to take a break when I'm struggling a little in a book. Um, the last question is from Pamela, and she says, "Where did you find the strength to write In the Stillness?" I suspect that we will talk more about this also after some more people have read it. Pamela did just finish her ARC of it, and I posted the link to her Goodreads review, so if you're interested, check that out. Okay, the strength to write in the stillness. I started writing really because I was having a bad day, and I posted what I had written, which ended up being page one. I posted that in a critique group that I'm in, and Charles, let me back up. I used to write this blog that it was like my mommy diaries kind of blog, because motherhood is kind of like you buy tickets to one show and then you sit down and a different show comes on and you're like, this is not the right show. And it ends up being some like Shakespearean comedy when you thought you were going to go see like Newsboys or something. I mean, it's just this bizarre rabbit hole of insanity. So I wrote a blog with my thoughts on that, and people would say that, it was funny and I should write a book about motherhood. And I posted in my critique group that if I wrote a book about motherhood, people would hate me. It wouldn't be funny, and I would be skewered alive. And Charles said, sometimes you have to write the most awful thing you can think of. So I did. And I was having a bad day, and that's where page one came from, was a bad day. And I hadn't interacted with him much at this point. I had just finished reading Just Remember to Breathe and A Song for Julia, and so I was kind of fangirling a little bit that he and I were in the same critique group together. I was like, I'm not worthy of this sort of company. And he read the little kind of paragraph that I wrote, and he said, "This is brilliant. I want to read this entire book right now." So once I woke up from passing out, I learned he was writing the last hour at the same time, and we started kind of each posting a chapter a day. And Maggie started reading In the Stillness, and they were both extremely encouraging. Some things that I had to write in there were really tough for a number of reasons, and tough for all of us to read for a number of reasons. So those two really kind of kept me going. I mean, sure, I wrote it and all, but I don't know how far I would have gotten if they weren't there for me to say, keep posting, or this is great, you're on the right track. So I hope that you're all looking forward to that release, because it's stressing me right out. I don't think I've ever been this nervous before, and I would like you all to come to Massachusetts, and I will buy you all drinks, and we can all talk about the book together. So that's coming out next Friday, April 12th. And yeah, that's it for now. So keep posting questions. I'm sure I'll do another video next week, or I don't know, tomorrow if I get bored. And keep participating in all of our readers groups. If you're in groups, different authors like, you know, Michelle Pace or Melissa Brown, Charles or Maggie, um, keep being active in those groups. We love to get reader feedback. We love to interact with you guys. It just kind of helps us keep our fingers on the pulse of who's reading what, and what people are liking and what they're not liking, and things they want to read about, things they're tired of reading about. So it helps us and it helps you. And that's all I have for tonight. Okay, bye.